What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to GTA San Andreas, and in this part we are going to be doing a third Wang Cars mission, which is a very important mission, which will unlock a side mission, a pretty fun side mission that we will be doing later on. And this mission kind of introduces the idea of how the side mission works and everything, and it's a pretty interesting and fun mission. Here we go, customs fast track, and this is a pretty you know, heartfelt cutscene too. I like this cutscene, and you'll see why.
Yeah, I got it. It's in the manifold.
Shit, I just changed that seal. Must have got a crimp in it. Damn.
Hey, Cesar, your boy is here.
He ain't my boy.
Hey, we're almost living a normal life, huh? This is far from Grove Street, right?
Yeah, I know, but I just can't get it out the back of my mind. Moms, sweet, smoke. I just can't let that go.
I know. So what we gonna do about Sweet?
See, it's a shitty situation, but I gotta let it play out a little longer, okay?
Okay, but be careful. We ain't trying to lose you again.
That's
You gotta
right,
love this.
Sis. Good looking out.
You gotta love the cutscene between CJ and Kendl. It's very, you know, very sibling-like.
Hey, girl! I got a rap to you, Holmes. I know a guy who knows a guy who handles freight containers down on the docks. He saw one of the containers was loading up cars, and one was a match for a car on a customer's wish list. So he marked the container with a spray can, but it might be too late. The ship's loading and it moves out tomorrow.
Okay, let's go peep it out. See what we can see.
That reminds me of, you know, that campfire SpongeBob episode. I know this guy who knew 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 this guy. Yeah.
Come on, that's it. You can drive.
But something else that I wanted to say before I get in the car with Cesar, because I'm gonna have a lot to explain there, is the fact that what's funny is that you can do this mission anytime in the game. Like, it's not required to do, like, for the storyline, so you can wait until the, like, after you complete the final mission and still do this mission, and you'll still have the dialogue of so what are we gonna do about Sweet, even though, like, even though you can do this anytime in the game, even after Sweet is released from prison. But we're driving Cesar's red Savannah again, just like in Photo Opportunity. But there's something interesting, I think, about this one. If you flip, I think they have dialogue here. Okay, it doesn't have hydraulics,
How are
that's
we
good.
gonna steal a car off a container ship, Holmes?
You know, the same way they got home. Use a dockside crane.
Ugh, man,
Okay.
those things are real high up. I ain't too good with ladders. I'm afraid of heights.
Okay, I'll use the crane. You better be ready to crack the container.
Alright, so we're going down to the Easter Basin docks for a mission, so, and unlike Photo Opportunity, yeah, you're required, this is one of the missions that I was talking about earlier in this LP, that you have to use a certain car, and this is Cesar's red Savannah that you have to use. But what's funny is, I think that somebody flipped the car over, and
Ship,
Cesar...
CJ.
Okay, I'll go sort out the crane. Give me a second.
And
Be quick, I
CJ...
don't want to be caught slipping out here.
Shut up, I want to say something, alright? And like CJ actually, you know, when the red Savannah flipped, Cesar actually got out, which was funny. So I don't think you have to keep the red Savannah for this mission, but you do have to for Photo Opportunity, which is the difficulty of that mission. But anyways, we're being introduced to, so Cesar gets out, so you don't have to keep the red Savannah. So you have to use the dockside crane, and here we go. And this will introduce the idea of the car's imports and exports thing that we're going to be doing here later on. But here we go.
Cesar, none of these is marked with spray paint.
Well, we'll just have to try one at a time, eh?
All right, so we're in one of these crates. Is the car that we need now. Now there's two other missions like this in the game. One, or not in this game, but only one of them in this game. The first mission is called Intensive Care, and the second mission is in Vice City Stories called Where It Hurts Most. Now in those games you have like three in those missions you have like 3 objectives and you have to find like which one's the real one. But in those missions, you can either do the first or second one, and that might be the real one. You don't have to check all 3. But in this mission, that's not the case, because no matter which car no matter how many crates you grab, it's always going to be the 3rd one. Like every time you do this mission, it's always going to be the 3rd crate. So yeah, I guess I can understand why. It's because when you do this as a side mission, you know, later on you're going to be moving cars like a lot, getting them off the ship and getting them on the ship. That's how the car deliveries are in this game. So I think it's good that Rockstar's like giving you practice with the crane, if you know what I mean. I think so. Yeah, you want to get, and they're giving you practice of lowering it all the way to the ground and then pressing the circle button to let it go. Because if you drop the container, the car will blow up. And I got something funny to say about that. Hold on, but
not this one, CJ.
That's a club, which the club's a good car. I don't know why you wouldn't want it, but it's not the car that we need. So the next car is not what we need either. And here's the funny thing. Even if you explode like the car, that's not the car. Like this one's a perennial, so it's obviously not the one we want. Like a freaking perennial, are you kidding me? Like, this is not the one we want, but the funny thing is, if you drop it and explode it, the mission will still fail, even if this isn't the car that we need, and that just makes no sense. The mission should at least, like, give us a warning saying, you destroyed this car, you cannot destroy anymore. Although, the only reason I can think of as to why we can't destroy the car is something that's going to happen later in this mission, which is going to probably ruin the whole thing, I would assume. But
no luck, CJ. Try another.
Yep. And yeah, it's always going to be the 3rd one. So it doesn't matter which one you choose. It's always going to be the 3rd one. And I think the real purpose of this is the fact that they want to give you practice with the crane. But yeah, there's a flamethrower on this ship. I'm probably going to get it just because I want to. I have no other heavy weapons yet because I got the rocket launcher from Torino's last flight taken away like you always do. So yeah, the crane's pretty easy to operate if you like control it correctly. So the car that I have now is the car that I need now. I don't know where Cesar is, but I can't see Cesar. But wherever he is, I always wondered what would happen if you like dropped this thing on Cesar. Like I don't know how solid these things are, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Like what would happen if you like dropped one of these on Cesar himself. But so yeah, this is the easy part of the mission, or at least I think. This is actually a pretty easy mission in general, but you just gotta not be stupid. But yeah, you want to be careful with this car, because this is the car that we need, and it is a Jester.
Hey, this is the one! Good work, Hobbs!
And the mission's not over yet. We still got something else going on. There's a Sentinel, and some guys who apparently work down here.
Doing? CJ, I could do with some help.
What? I didn't get in. So this is pretty interesting. You got a shootout mission at the docks here. So like not all the Wang Cars missions are about stealing cars, because you got a shootout mission at the docks, like a shootout mission for one of the Wang Car missions, which is pretty creative, I gotta say, by Rockstar. That you got an excuse to have a shootout mission. I'm just using the silenced pistol.
Let's just get the car and get out of here.
Alright, so now we got the Jester. First I'm gonna get the flamethrower because I want to. Nah, I don't have time. So we got the Jester, and this is another thing that they'll introduce, that this mission introduces.
Gotta be an easier way to earn a living than this.
Sure, Holmes, I guess. But what else you qualified for?
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't know why he says, yeah, I feel you. I don't know if that's the correct response. But this is another thing that this mission introduced, is the condition of the car. Now, for some reason, this is... Okay, I'm going to have a bit of trouble getting up here. Because I want maximum amount of money as possible for this. But this is going to be pretty interesting because... for the other Wang Cars missions, you always get $5,000. So like it doesn't matter how wrecked the car is, you always get $5,000 for the other Wang Cars missions. But for this one, this is the only Wang Cars mission that the amount of money depends on the condition of the car, which doesn't make real sense really, because because the other missions aren't like that. This is the only mission that is like that. But I can infer that the only reason why they give you the amount of money, like depending on the condition of the car, is because it's introducing how the exports and imports will work when we're delivering cars, and if it's in a certain condition, then then you'll get a certain amount of money. That's what this mission is trying to introduce. So, but this is the only mission in the game that's like that. And if you crash the car, Cesar will say, "Hey, we get paid on the condition of the car, Holmes." So yeah, it's a maximum of $10,000 that we get for this mission. So I hope I passed it. I hope I got $10,000.
That was like a piece of tortilla, Holmes.
If it's even scratched up a little, then it'll like lower the amount. I hope I didn't. So yeah, now it's introducing car exports and imports. So there's 3 lists in this game. This is the first list: Patriot, Sanchez, Stretch, Feltzer, Remington, Buffalo, Sentinel, and Furnace Camper, Admiral. So yeah, and we use the deliver wanted vehicles to the ship, and we use the crane to deliver like cars onto the ship. You can drive bikes up the ramp of the boat. Also, vehicles are imported on certain days. Yeah, you can yeah, $8,000 and 249. I don't know why, because I didn't damage the car, but yeah, but I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, vehicles also exported on certain days. That obviously means that like when you deliver a car, you can automatically buy it from the ship anytime you want, which is pretty cool. This is the first GTA that introduces, you know, buying actual vehicles, but Vice City Stories has it to a much better degree, I think. Even though actually San Andreas you can buy more cars, but still. Yeah, you can deliver vehicles and then you can buy them right after, as well as other vehicles that you haven't delivered. Like for example, for list 3, like you can export a Bandito, which is like a Doom buggy, and also a Vortex, which is the hovercraft as well. So yeah, that's the imports and exports. That's basically the car deliveries that we're doing in this game, which are located in San Fierro and San Andreas, and we're going to be doing those very soon, not just yet, because there are a lot of vehicles that... Actually, I don't think I have to go to LV. Yeah, so... Yeah, for some reason we got a Savannah in the car showroom. I don't know why that is, but yeah, we got a Savannah as well as a Jester.
Blazing it in the car with my man Julio G, 24/7/420 radio.
So yeah, that was custom fast track, and we got one more Wang Cars mission to do in the next part. So I'll see you guys for that part. So thank you for watching. I don't know where the Jester is, but it's supposed to be here. It's just not spawning. But anyway, see you guys for the next part. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.